Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about web development. Let's say, for instance, you are a beginner and then you want to do web development. So the best place to start is like CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. So, and then I always recommend W3 Schools because of they're giving like all the stuff that you need. Um, yeah, so there is a lot of like practical stuff and then less explanation. So they're giving you a straightforward explanation and testing where you can test your code. And also it's nice because of the more you use this one, the more it's gonna be kind of like it's gonna be like a dictionary that you're gonna start to use most of the time. So now what you do is we have because of we did change the way of doing development. So you have AI, and then after that you have like you have to learn the documentation, the language, and stuff like that. So the basic first is to go through all those information here, as you can see, all the tutorials, and then that they teach about anything related about HTML, anything related about CSS, anything about JavaScript. So, and then after this, you can just see this element. So the moment you do those, you go through this one here, you do some tests and you read and stuff like that. Even if certain things is going to make sense, but when you're doing the tests, you can already see that, oh, okay, this one, if I do this, and then it's gonna change. So you have to understand how the stuff works. And then after that, you can also do some testing to build something. You see, to just to build later, for instance, a basic HTML stuff. You can also do it directly here online. You see, as you click like that, and then you can do, you can add items and something like that. Um, if you have so this is the bold. You see, so it's really great. So now you have also we have like AI where you can do certain things that you want. Let's say, for instance, you want to develop something. Let's say, for instance, a module, so a section. So now, so for you to understand what to ask the AI, because the AI want to know the context, so you have to know those basic structure for HTML and also basic structure of CSS and JavaScript, so that the AI can really understand what you're looking for and can provide to you. Let's say, for instance, you need a three columns box. You try it yourself here. Let's say we have a paragraph with a heading. Let's say we put an H1 here, yellow, like heading. So we have the heading there. So now, as you can see, we do not have a style. Let's say, for instance, we want to try to add a style. So you need to have a head HTML, and then all these things gonna be they're gonna teach you there in the documentation. So you add your style. Um, let's say H2, H1. Let's say, for instance, say color blue. So we have the color blue there. You see. So this is the stuff. So now, let's say, for instance, so now you want to replicate this one here to ask now ChatGPT. This is an example. Create for me, create a basic HTML that has heading and paragraph, 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 and the style of the heading need to be blue. Need to be blue. So this is we're using the O1 version. So now we're gonna compare and see what's gonna happen. So as you can see now here we have a version there. So, so we have this basic HTML, we have a H1 there, as you can see, and then you compare it now with what we have here, just is the same thing. You see, so which means that if I want to copy this code here and then paste it here, you can see it's the same thing. So this is the way that you do the test. So you are learning together with what you're gonna learn from the W3 school, and also what AI is gonna start to give you. So you have to do this together so that you can be able to understand. So now we're gonna take the same prompt. We ask, we can ask DeepSeek. So I try to add this DeepSeek. So now with DeepSeek, we're doing DeepSeek Deep Think R1. R1. So you're gonna see how it's gonna think through about it, and then you can see the thinking process. So it's just the same process that you have when you are learning something. So that is the same process that you're gonna kind of like learn. Let's see. Okay, so it's coming. So now it's doing the thinking. So we're gonna see the process here. Let's give it a minute. Okay. So as you can see, there's thinking. So okay, the user want a basic HTML with a heading and a paragraph. The heading need to be style blue. Let me think about how structure this. So first, I'll start with the basic HTML structure. Dot type HTML head, body type, body text. So all those things you're gonna learn from the documentation there. The head should include style section, and since we need to add CSS for the heading color, so the heading is probably an H1 tag, but maybe the user just want any heading level. You see, so it gets right there. I'll go with H1 as is the most common. So to style it blue, I can use inline style or internal style. Is better here for separation of concepts. So inside the style tag in head, I'll target H1 and blah blah. So as you can see, what the should mention that you use, I can change the heading level of shade blue. Maybe include that in the explanation. Also check if there is any typo in the codes. Let me make sure the syntax is correct. So all the process of thinking is just thinking the way that you also think, but you need to have knowledge to think about all the stuff. So for you to do that, you're gonna have to learn all those things in those this documentation here, and so that must be easy for you to do your prompt nicely. And then as you can see, we have the same result. So you can test there, paste, run, boom. So that's the same result. This is the basic way of doing the test. As you can see, they're giving you an example. So in our next video, we're gonna carry on with different kind of tests with CSS so that you can be able to understand what we are building now. You are learning your CSS, HTML, JavaScript with AI alongside. Thank you.